A church is grateful anytime it brings in a new member. When we find new partners in worship, it's a time to rejoice, a moment of hope for a sturdy future. And there's nothing more hopeful than a young family joining Glenn.
We both grew up with some church and really wanted that foundation in our lives.
Ken and Kristen Christensen joined Glenn in 2014.
It was a time to ground ourselves with what we were trying to do with starting a family and the struggles we were having, in a place to come and kind of reflect on that.
Since then, they've added daughters Caroline and Savannah.
And they really like the choirs. They like being active participants in Sunday school. Last weekend with the children's service, they both liked getting up in front of it, the entire congregation and speaking. They had a lot of fun with that.
When I was little, I loved going to the Glen School for Young Children.
Kristen says the lessons for the girls at this stage are good Christian fundamentals.
They think of it as, being kind to their neighbor, being kind to their friends, including others, in activities, etc. I think that's what it means to them about being a good person, right? Being a good child of God.
The Christensens don't hide their membership at Glen. In fact, they promote it with a sign in their front yard. But they acknowledge that among friends and the other families in their lives, they're one of the few who attend church. They do get questions.
Do you go to church? Do your children go to church? Why do you go to church? What do you get out of it? And it is a moment for us to reflect and to share that with them.
We feel the church is additive to life, where we get more out of coming, and I think we see a lot of joy in our children from attending, and we want to help spread that to our neighbors and and their children as well.
Kristen notes the obvious. Druid Hills is a wealthy neighborhood. Glen's members are, on average, quite well off. Not a problem, she believes.
Glen is different in the sense that it's refreshing that you can come here, and all of that, I feel like, you check that at the door and you come in as you are and you're accepted as you are. That's why Glen is different, and that's why Glen is special.